Hey guys, today we're going to work on solving equations that have variables on both sides of the equal sign. So here's my equal sign. We're going to do a few of these problems. I've got variables on the left side and on the right side. That's different than what we had before. We still are doing the same basic steps. We're still looking always for distributive property. And then we're going to combine like terms on each side. And then we're going to, this is new, we're going to get all variables on same side of the equal sign. Okay, that's new. Then we'll go ahead, add, subtract, and then we will multiply and divide. Okay, let's look at our first one. Okay. These are not like terms. I cannot add them together. This has an x, this does not. This 3x term is on the right side. The 4x term is on the left side. I need to get them together. I am going to get rid of this 4x term. In front of it, even though it's not written, it's positive here. This is a positive 4x. So I never look behind it. I always look in front of it to see the sign of the term. To get rid of it, I subtract 4x, subtract 4x. Now that is gone. Positive 4x, subtract 4x, cancels, and I have 0 x's here. I still have negative 7. That negative is part of the 7. I bring it down. Equals negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. Now, I still have to get the x by itself, so I cover up what is with the x that I have to get rid of. It is a negative 7. How are they combined? They're combined by multiplication. When two numbers are next to each other with no operation symbol, you always assume it's multiplication. Inverse, opposite of multiply is divide. That becomes 1x. So I'm just going to write x. Negative 7 divided by negative 7 is 1. Okay? I'm going to do number 4. It's very similar. Okay? This time, again, no distributive, no like terms. I cannot add these together. I cannot add these together. I have my variables on opposite sides. I need to get rid of one of them. I'm going to get rid of the 3b. Again, you look in front of it, not behind it. In front of it, it's positive. Sorry, you guys. To get rid of this, I subtract 3b. Plus 3b, subtract 3b becomes 0 b's. I'm not even going to write it. This is positive 8 b's. Take away 3 b's. I have 5 b's left, plus 2. I still have this 2 on the left side of the equal sign. And then on the right side, I have 12. Now, I go back to my list of how I do order. So I distribute, combine like terms, get my variables on one side, then add, subtract, then multiply, divide. So I always add, subtract first. This one that's hanging out loose here, I get rid of first. Opposite or inverse of add 2 is subtract 2. I do to both sides, opposite operations to opposite sides. I've got 5b equals 10. This is multiply. Opposite of multiply or inverse of multiply is divide. This says 10 divided by 5, which is 2. Okay, all of these are pretty similar, so I am going to jump down to a problem that has the distributive property, okay? So let's look at number 8. We always do distributive property. Remember, when a number is mashed next to something, it's always multiply. So multiply is in here. I'm distributing with multiplication. I'm going -3 times the W, -3 times the 4. That gives me -3W. A negative times a positive is a negative, which is subtract 12. Now we continue with what we did. I'm going to get the W's are on opposite sides, so I'm going to get them together. This is -3W's, so I add 3W's. I have to do to both sides of the equal sign. This cancels. -12 equals 7W minus 5. Opposite, and now I need to get rid of, look at the W side. Always look at the variable side. I need to get rid of the 7 and the 5. You get rid of the add, subtract, the hanging out loose stuff first. So I'm going to add 5. I've got 7W equals -12. This is multiply, so I divide. Okay, last one that I'm going to do. And I'll have the answer key up here for you guys, right? I'm going to distribute on both sides of the equations. I'm going to distribute and distribute. I've got 5H plus 5 equals 8H minus 4. Now I'm going to get rid of an H term. I had 5 H's, 8 H's. Okay, so it's getting tight. Then I've got 5 on the left side. This is gone. 5 is here. 8 minus 5 is 3H minus 4. Add 4. Add 4. 3H equals 9. Now I have to get rid of the 3. Opposite multiply is divide. Okay, so you guys try. Check the answer key up front. And you're almost there. You're doing a good job. Thanks for working hard.